Well, here I am again, and I'm going to talk a little bit about St. Patrick's Night. I didn't want the very first time I didn't want to go dancing. So Mom said, I said, well, I don't have a dress to wear, and she said, oh yeah, I'll iron it for you, which is very unusual. Mom wouldn't say that. She'd say, well, iron your dress, but she ironed it for me. So all right, I went. And I was late, and I met two friends on the way. They were going to go see some Americans, friends they had. So I ran then down to the dance. So I started dancing, and I had somebody who was going to take me home already. And then I saw this one American standing by the door, just one, and all the other were Irishmen. So I kind of looked at him, and he looked at me, and I was just dancing around. And then the fellow that I was dancing with met a friend of his that just came in the door, and he stopped to say, oh, hi, hello, how are you? So while he was talking to him, I was standing beside him, of course, my husband, Jim, he came over in his uniform, American uniform and everything, and he asked me to dance. So I says, sure. And so I said to the young man I was dancing with, I'm going to dance with him. So he said, okay. So I danced with him, and we had 3 dances. And it was near the end. That was all that was left in the dance. So anyway, he asked me if he could see me home. And I said, well, I didn't know. Maybe halfway. So, okay. So then I went to get my coat. And then there was a lot of young men there, and there were some of the boarders from our boarding house. So they're all talking to me, and I'm in the middle. And Jim, that's the American, came up and he said, am I intruding? And I said, oh no! And I pushed all the other guys out the way. So, so then we went home, and he happened to be with a friend visiting Coventry to see what they call the ruins, because it had been bombed so bad. So anyway, before he left, he lived not far from our house, actually. They were in a hotel. So he said, I'd like to have your address. I'd like to write to you. So I said, all right. So he pulled out a little book, and I wrote my address in it. And so that's when on St. Patrick's Night, is when I met the man that I was about to marry in the future. So that's all of that for now, okay? See you again.